What is your ultimate non-sexual pleasure? When you can finally breathe normally through your nose after you're sick. Climbing out of a hot shower and drying off just to climb into a fresh-made bed and go to sleep. That or having a full squad of friends in a game fucking around and just laughing our asses off the entire time. Sleeping as long as I want. Shirts with cartoon characters dressed like gangsters. Extremely thin eyebrows. So I used to have skin eczema when I was a kid. It heals in like a week or two if you refrain from scratching it, but if you've never had it you can't understand how hard it is not to scratch it. At its worst, the itchy feeling will keep you distracted from being able to function, but if you do end up scratching it, the feeling is, and I'm not exaggerating here, at least 3x better than the best orgasm you can imagine. Getting that piece of meat out that had been stuck between your teeth for what feels like hours. Being held onto is super intimate and comfortable. That feeling of being safe and wrapped in protection, should chaos break out. The feeling that even if the room starts spinning, that specific person is going to make sure that you are fine, and do whatever in their power to provide that safety. Recently, the feeling of stretching my legs in bed the morning, or 2 or 3, after a workout. They're sore as hell to stand on, but stretching them when I'm laying down is bliss. Cleaning way too deep in my ears. I know I'm not supposed to do it, but it feels really nice. Seeing someone's face light up from a genuine smiley face. When you pick your nose, and although you know it's a pretty big one, it's got that super long gooey bit stuck to the back of it that you didn't even know about. Feels super weird and gross and almost hurts a little coming out, but oh so satisfying. A really big wee just when you thought you couldn't hold it anymore. I don't know if it's the absolute greatest, but I have a lot of general and social anxiety, and every now and then it just kind of goes away for a bit. It's usually no more than a day but can be as brief as an hour. My head clears up, I can talk without too much personal consequence, and my physical tension nearly disappears. The aha moment that accompanies mathematical insight after struggling for a long time. It's a feeling akin to standing atop a mountain and having your breath taken away by awe-inspiring beauty. Dancing around the room to the perfect song while no one's watching. Cheesy, I know, but it does feel really good. Having a clean house. When I put on my high-quality headphones and play certain songs. Ever heard the term eargasm? Yeah, that. Learning new stuff. It's actually very compensating. Making a word with all 7 letters in a game of Scrabble. Closing a bunch of tabs after finishing a project. Crystal clear headphones with the right amount of bass. Ice cold chocolate milk. When my cats are getting ready to cuddle, and they just flop down on me. It is one of the best things. Lasagna. Walking around town, looking in shops randomly, maybe grabbing a treat alone. No baby, no husband, no time restraints. Finding a fanfic that has all of the things I'm looking for, it's well written, it has no obnoxious grammatical mistakes, and it's completed. Cracking my back and knuckles. Oh look, an orange envelope indicating that someone responded to one of my posts on Reddit. They agreed with me. Yay. Sitting in bed watching The Office with a giant bag of potato chips. Preferably sour cream and onion. Making people laugh. Eating pastries in the shower. Waking up early, then falling back asleep in my warm bed. Looking at my girlfriend. I know it sounds really pathetic, but literally anything she does wows me. Doesn't matter, love it. When I look at her when she's happy, my whole world is better. When she is yappy I still feel good for some reason. Watching her play video games is amazing, I get to watch so many emotions, happy when doing well, upset when doing bad, victory cheer when winning. Is great. Literally everything about her makes me smile. What's amazing about it is I never thought I'd have something like this. For a while I thought I was incapable of properly loving someone, so when I look at her I feel more human and that I'm not a monster. I've almost cried before just looking at her. Looking at her is the greatest pleasure. The only thing that would exceed it is if I one day get to look at her as my wife. Playing a hard piece on the piano correctly. Getting the water out of my ears after swimming. Eating an orange in the shower. The smell is amplified and it tastes best when chilled. That cold juice going down with warm water around your body is unbeatable. Peeling an orange in one piece. Taking a long nap. Come home and tell my mom I got good grades. Love. But even that gets broken into two categories: A, familial; B, romantic. They are not comparable to each other. If they are for you, you need to seek help, or stay wherever. Roll Tide means something. Being wrapped up in warm soft blankets, with a hot cup of tea, maybe a rich and chocolatey snack, maybe there's a thunderstorm, or gentle rain, or sunshine with a breeze, and being in a spot with a gorgeous view of an ocean or a minimally populated valley or just a generally beautiful spot. Getting a haircut. It's so satisfying. When plans get cancelled for something that I wasn't super excited about. Getting that itch in my ear with a cotton swab, eargasm. Submitting a paper that took 3,000 years to write. And closing down all the tabs on your computer that you used to write the paper. Listening to ocean waves crashing and feeling the breeze off of the sea while drinking a cold beer. A nice massage from a professional. A cat sleeping on me. My favorite cat used to lay along my side as I'm on the couch watching TV. She's have her face right next to mine and purr her little heart out. She's just let out a contented sigh now and then. Millie was the best and I miss her every day. My two cats now only like to lay on my feet. One of those farts when your bowels have been kinda gassy and bubbling but nothing comes, it's kinda moving about and then suddenly from nowhere, relief. That feeling of being emptied of air, almost like part of your soul has left with it. I need a better diet. Finishing a really good drawing I've been working on for a long time. Some drawings have taken me 6 months to finish. I'll usually take a moment to just look at it and think, I made that, with pride. Realizing a while after buying something that you forgot to take off the plastic cover and peeling away the dusty cover to reveal a nice clean surface underneath. Sometimes being held and cradled and feeling safe and not judged and cared for. Sometimes holding someone and stroking their hair and knowing I'm making them feel those things. Removing my bra at the end of the day, pure relief. I was going to write the same thing. Then the 5 minutes of under bra scratching right after. That soreness you get the day after a good workout. Not like OMG I can't move, but just a little tightness in your muscles. It's great. Eating breakfast and lunch at work with no customers coming in to interrupt. Saying something to turn someone's day around for the better. It's extremely rare, but so worth it when I have the opportunity. It doesn't take a lot, but the person has to want to feel better, as opposed to wanting to piss and moan. Cool. Having my skin slightly grazed. I like scratches, sure, but for some reason if you slightly graze my skin it just gives me this rush. It feels amazing. People touching my hair. I love having my hair brushed. When I have a stiff neck, do that bendy twist and it really cracks and crunches and feels all good again afterwards. When it's 11 a.m., you have absolutely no plans and you can take a nap. But it's spring out and the windows are open, so there's a nice breeze, and it smells amazing outside. Best feeling ever. Getting high alone, and eating a whole pizza and a box of Krispy Kremes. That way no one else knows how much of a goddamn slob I can be, just be in my own world with my weed, pizza, and donuts. Yes. When my spouse gets out of bed and I can finally roll into the middle of the bed, surround myself with all the pillows and cocoon myself in the blanket. Sweet, fluffy, heaven. Having accidental good naps. Where you're so tired you sleep without planning it, and wake up all hot and sweaty not knowing how much time you slept. I think I got a boner just thinking of this. Chiropractic manipulations. I thought everyone had occasional thoracic pain, apparently that's not the case. 3 of my ribs had popped out of place, and it was bothering me for so long I didn't realize how much pain I was in until it was gone. I almost cried in relief. When you jump up and down to get water out of your ear and warm water slowly runs out. Never knew jumping could do it. Took me over 20 years to realize it helps to lie on the side of the affected ear and let gravity do its job. Painting my nails. I do my own gels at home and love spending an hour or so watching a TV show or listening to a podcast while detailing my fingers. Feels nice and has a lasting result. Weed. Literally. It cures my depression spells like nothing else, including counseling and medication, can. It also allows to feel positive emotions again, so that's a plus. I like having my hair played with, something about it makes it so soothing and relaxing. Especially when you're laying down with someone and all you feel is their hands in your hair, it's very relaxing and makes me want to sleep at that point. Letting out a massive 5+ second fart that really scratches your itch after feeling it build up all day. Scratching the very top of the butt crack where the tailbone is. That ducking scratch gives me the most euphoria trip ever, I can't explain it to you. Removing your bra and/or socks after a long day. Also, freshly baked bread right out of the oven. If I've had a big scrape. When I peel the scab off and it doesn't sting. Though it's nice enough too when it stings a little. Receiving some sort of grooming-based attention. I once got a face treatment from a massage, beauty, gym, nutrition place where they did a massage plus facial treatment. The lady was removing blackheads, applying creams, trimming eyebrows, etc.